everyone. Welcome. I am Creatively Lisa, high-vibing in from Long Beach, California. Welcome to the High Vibe Dog and welcome to my live today. So, did you catch the title? Missing link in your pup's health. Let's talk supplements. That is what we're talking about today. So let me put my specs on and let's get to it. I am so excited to be here. It's because I love pups and know how much they need and learned every single day with my girl. So, and I know that you're here because you love your pup and you want the best for them and give them the absolute best life possible. Well, today we are going to dive right on in to something that could be an absolute game changer for your pup's health and happiness. And honestly, yours too. Supplements. And I posted some in the past about stating specifically that Uli and I took the same supplements. It was funny, but it is so true. Our pups will mirror our own health challenges, our own dietary challenges. And that's because we feed them. It's just it. What we eat, we think is okay for them. And we also don't look at the labels, unfortunately. And sometimes even worse, when we even do look at the labels, they switch them and they change the ingredients. Companies get bought out by cheaper companies and things happen. And so it's something that we have to constantly be aware of and be diligent of every single day that we are caring for our pup. It's a constant, we have to constantly be on guard of what we're actually allowing into our space and into our home. So before we jump in, I would love to know in the comments what you currently give your pup, and do you give them any supplements? What are they? Let me know in the comments. And if you're not, what's holding you back? Because I noticed when I started doing this with my kid, massive things happen. And I will go over some of the changes I noticed personally with my girl and some of the changes that my vet noticed as well. And we'll kind of go over the why. Why is it important and stuff? So let's get to it. Supplements. The question is why? Why supplements? If we give them a supposedly well-rounded meal, why do they need supplements? And that's the question. My dog eats healthy. So do I really need to give them supplements? And the answer is absolutely. So, because here's the truth. Even with the best possible food, our pups might still be missing some key nutrients that will support their specific longevity, energy, and overall wellness. Just like us, just like we do, they need extra support for their immune system, for their joints, and even their brain health. They need it as well. And the supplements on a day-to-day basis, the food that they're eating sometimes isn't as nutritious and specific to those specific areas and key things that are necessary. So, but here's the catch. And here's something also too. Not all supplements are even equal. You can't just go buy something from the store and expect it to actually be what it is. There's been tons of tests done on supplements that say one thing that are literally filled with rubbish, that it's all in the label. And our government does not enforce this, it's a shame. Anything that you can buy off the shelf, the government does not enforce. As long as there's something in there that is listed on the ingredients, they let it slide by. And that's a shame. And the pet industry, it's a mess as well. Some brands slap natural or vet approved on their labels, but when you dig into the ingredients, it's horrendous and not even what you're looking for. So we'll get into that in a bit as well. So supplements are a positive thing. The nutrients that our body and our pups' bodies need may not match the food that we're eating, so the supplements will improve that. Also, supplements are wonderful for preventative, which is what I did for 𝗡𝗂. I looked up a friend of mine had a golden retriever, and her hips were twisted. She just walked twisted, so their hips were bowed out. And I remember her telling me, "Oh man, that's going to probably cause an issue down the road. I wish there was something I could do." And I said, "I bet I can find something." And so I started researching, and I found a supplement for joints specifically, and I told her about it. Now, she didn't want to spend the money and do it, unfortunately, but I learned from that. And what I did is I started giving it to 𝗡𝗂 as a preventative. She was a large dog, a chow, a very big girl. She was a 70-pound chow that loved to run and play. So I went, I want to make sure that her bones and her joints are going to sustain her. And I don't want her having any problems with arthritis or bone problems or anything down the road or any sort of hip problems. So I started giving it to her the minute I discovered it. And we were living in Italy at the time. So that was back in 2019. So she was born in 2010, December 2010. I got her in January of 2011. And I discovered this in 2019. And I immediately started giving her a supplement for her joints and her hips and her bones. And that was it. I was going to make sure. And I did so. And it paid off. And what it paid off is when we went in to get some test results, and she had to get some x-rays and different things. And the vet couldn't believe at 12 and a half years old that she was probably 11 whenever he first gave me this. At around 11, he looked at it and he says, "I've never seen it. Her bones and her bone density is amazing at her age. I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it because she looks great. No arthritis, no bone problems, nothing." And that was at 11 years old. And I started giving that to her in 2019. So she was at the very end of 2019. So she was 9. She was 9 years old. She was born in 2010. So she was 9 years old when I started giving it to her. And it made a difference fairly quickly. So I felt so grateful about that. So that was a benefit. So let's break down more benefits of why they're important and different types of supplements and different things that you can do for that. So we're going to break it down, the benefits. So what can the right supplements do for your pup? Let's do it. So I'm going to go give you the long list, and then we're going to go through each individual one. So first, the right supplements can bring vital nutrients to their overall health and well-being. It can increase their energy and give them a vitality boost. It can give them brain health and mental sharpness. Supplements can support their joints for longevity. It can give them a shinier, healthier coat and skin, and it can strengthen the bond between you. Yes. Now, let's go through each and every one of these and figure out how and why. So, vital nutrients for overall health. Just like we take vitamins to fill up the gaps, our dogs need essential nutrients like omega fatty acids, probiotics, and antioxidants to support their immune system, their digestion, and their overall well-being. These are important. And typical food doesn't have this. I only found one dog food that had probiotic in it, but I gave her supplements that matched for all of this. Number 2 is their energy and vitality boost. Ever notice your pup feeling sluggish? Supplements with B vitamins and superfoods can give them natural energy so that they need and so that they stay more playful, active, and full of life, which is what we want for our fur babies, right? Number 3 is brain health and mental sharpness. Now, cognitive decline isn't just a human thing. It happens in dogs too. Ingredients like DHA, turmeric, and lion's mane support brain function and make training easier. Hello, sharp recall. Now, and this is something else that you can do as well. You can consistently use brain games and puzzles and a lot of mental activity and stimulation in your day-to-day activity. And that's going to help keep those brain cells and those brain synapses working as well, because you're really focusing on the brain activity and you're working those brain muscles, all of that in the brain. And it's going to help keep that as well. Bring more circulation and blood flow to the area as well. Because if they have to think and they're wondering what to do, that's really getting their mind to think, and it will tire them out as well. So brain health and mental sharpness. Number 4 is joint support and for longevity. Now, even young pups can benefit from collagen, glucosamine, and green-lipped muscle. Yes, you heard me right. To protect their joints before problems even start. And for senior pups, totally a game changer. These are so good, but you've got to be very conscious of the supplements that you use for your joint support. And a lot of them, MSM and chondroitin and all of that, some of it isn't high quality, and it can cause upset problems. So to be very conscious of what you're using. Thule supplement was phenomenal. Funny thing is, I take it as well. We both took the same supplements, as I told you. And it really helped my shoulder and my hip pain and my hip problems so much. So solid supplements make a big, big deal. Now, the next one is shiny coat and healthier skin. Omega-3s, biotin, and vitamin E, they're not just for show. They are such powerful supplements, and they reduce inflammation as well in the body. They reduce itching, and it also helps with allergies, keeping your pup comfortable and glowing. So when you think your pup's itching a lot, and you wonder why, their body might be lacking a solid omega-3, biotin, and vitamin E. Start giving them a supplement, a solid supplement with those, and you can notice a reduction in itching. So, and number 6, this one's my favorite. A healthy pup equals a happy pup, strengthening the bond between you. And when you feel good and are so happy that you're giving them the best of everything, they feel it too. They know it. And they're more playful, they're more connected with you, they're more engaged. It will change your life. If it hasn't already, it will change your life when you get that deep bond. So supplements aren't just about longevity. They're about quality of life now. Adding these into their diets can alleviate current issues that you're having and can prevent future problems. But most importantly, what I find that a good supplement does is it builds confidence and peace of mind, knowing that your pup's very well cared for and you know you're doing everything you possibly can. Yes. So that is the truth. Now, let's go into a little bit more about the truth on supplements, the truth about supplements. Not all supplements, as I mentioned before, are the same and that are safe even. So you've got to be very, very conscious of what you're actually giving your pup. And let's have some real talk here. The supplement industry is wildly unregulated, meaning companies can hide synthetic fillers, artificial ingredients, and even toxins in their products, just like they can for cleaning products and home care products. It's all about the money and their wallet and not your pup's well-being and your well-being. That's where the problem lies in. So, and guess what? Here's something else to be very conscious of. They're still allowed to call them all natural, even with all this crazy stuff in them, because it's not regulated. I discovered something, and I'm going to share this with you. So I work with Young Living. I love it. It's the best company I've ever come across, and true transparency and integrity that's unmatched. And I discovered this talking with a friend of mine from Herbalife, actually, and that the government and the FTC and all these regulatory agencies police the crap out of these companies. So much so that they go through the ingredients and the ingredient list with a fine-tooth comb. And if it's not listed on the label, it's not in the bottle. And if it's something is in the bottle that's not listed, they get fined. They have to shut down. It causes so many problems. So and they do that to basically as a kibosh, in a sense, try to shut it down, which I don't understand why. But the benefit to that is you know that when you're buying supplements or any products for that matter, that what's on the label is actually in the bottle. Unlike what you buy at the grocery store or the market, anything else, they don't care. It's all about the company and padding those pockets. As we know, and as we found out, pharmaceutical companies and all these companies pay a lot of money for their stuff to pass right by. Well, that it doesn't happen with network marketing companies. It doesn't happen with Young Living and most of the other companies. They can't get by like that. So if you're looking towards supplements, look at these types of companies, because you know that the ingredients are exactly what's in them. And they're going to be much, much better and much higher quality. That's something that I learned. And I still to this day am amazed, but at the same time, completely proud, knowing that I don't even have to look at it. Like I don't have to anymore look at the labels and go, okay, what's in there? What's in there? Because I know that there ain't anything in there that's not supposed to be. So it takes the pressure right off of me, and I don't have to worry about it. I give it to her. I gave it to her all the time, and I gave it to myself as well, knowing that we were cared for. So back to my soapbox rant, but that's just the way it rolls. Be very conscious on what you're doing. Some brands even use, here's something else, dead probiotics, completely useless, and rancid fish oils, and they charge you a lot of money for those crappy supplements. It's just filler. It's a way to make money, and it's actually causing more harm to your stomach, to your body, to your to your digestive system, to your internal organs, and your pets by using these types of products. And here's something that's quite famous now, and it's the same thing: CBD. It's all fillers. It's toxic because it's a plant, so they spray the heck out of it, and they want to get it in bottles as quick as possible. And the processing and the distillation and stuff just isn't quality. So be very conscious of the brands that you buy your CBD chewies and CBD products from as well. That is huge. This is why choosing a trusted, transparent source for everything is so important. So let me know in the comments, have you ever actually looked at the ingredient list of your pup supplements or yours? Were you shocked with anything? Curious. Let me know in the comments. So let me go over a couple things here and see if maybe we can shed some light on some things. So if you feel that you're overwhelmed and about like where to start, what to look for, don't worry, I got you. I did this, and I had the most amazing results with my girl. And here's a few simple tips that I would focus on to start with. Number one, start simple. Choose one area of focus only. You want to focus on the gut? You want to focus on joint and bone health? Or do you want to focus on energy? Just pick one. And then start going in on that one and learn about it. What supplements are best? How is my pup going to feel better? How am I going to feel better? What's it going to do for me? And how do I take it? Is it going to be beneficial? That's number one. Two, read the labels. Avoid any synthetic fillers whatsoever. Artificial flavors, and vague terms like proprietary blend. That is the same example as fragrances in body and home care products. Fragrance, it's a catch-all chemical cocktail. So keep that in mind, proprietary blend. And number 3, ask questions. Do not trust the product just because it's in the pet store. And do not trust the product just because it comes from your vet. It can it's the same as doctors. Be very conscious of this because they get discounts on the products, and so they sell them in their facilities. Same with dog foods and everything else. Be very conscious. Research the company. Where are they sourcing these products and these ingredients? Is there any negatives about the company? And are they transparent? These are things to look for when you're looking at supplements, products, etc. And if you want my personal list of trusted, high vibe supplements that actually work, drop me a picture of your dog in the comments and I'll send it your way. Julie was on a phenomenal regimen of supplements. We took a lot of the same ones, as I said, and then we had some differences because she had certain things that she needed to work on and I had other things. But I kept a list of everything and made sure that she had the possible best for energy, for an antioxidant, an anti-inflammatory. She took a probiotic every day. She had omegas. She took immune. I mean, she was set. And if these are things that you're interested in, you want to learn more about, and you want to learn what I gave her, because I can't tell you how many times I took her into the vet and was so proud because he was like, whoa, no gray hair. Her teeth were perfectly white. She had no arthritis or bone or joint problems. She could hear perfectly. And I love the fact that her muzzle never grayed at 12 and a half years old. She looked the same. Still gets me. I don't think it'll ever change. But she was cared for, and I made sure of it. And I want to help you care for your dog in that way too, so that they don't have health problems down the road. And so that if they do now, we can alleviate it and stop it. Because the happier and healthier your pup is, the happier and healthier you are. I'm working with a client right this minute, actually, and her pup is chewing her paws so much that they're completely chapped and raw. So we're starting the process. First things first is to heal those paws, and then we're working on an internal of what we can actually find that we can alleviate and what we can add in and what they're using in the surroundings to heal this little girl. And so far, her paws now aren't so chapped and they're not breaking and she's not getting the sores. So once that's healed, we can move on to the next step. And that's really what it is. We want to make them as comfortable as possible and then figure out the issues, just like we do with us, We solve the big fires first, and then we go in and figure out what's smoldering, so to speak. So that's what we do. And that's how you take care of a pup when you see problems like that. You would look at it holistically so that you can see, not just put a Band-Aid on it, but let's see, okay, let's solve the screamer right now. And then let's go a little deeper and figure out how we can alleviate what's causing the problem. And then we don't have to worry about it ever again. That's the idea. So here's a few takeaways. Your pup's health is in your hands. Small changes equal big results. Supplements are not a luxury. They are a way to help your pup live their happiest, healthiest, longest life possible. That's what they do. Oh, if this live was helpful, give me a heart in the comments. Let me know. Let me know if you're watching this on a replay or if you're watching this live. And don't forget to follow me. And if you're not in my group, then comment group and let me know, and I will send you an invite and you can join the group, because there's so much more going on. And the group is where most everything is happening. So share it with a fellow dog mama. If this is something that resonates with you and you know somebody that needs it, share it with a fellow dog mama and let them kind of learn a little bit about how to start living more holistically and caring for their pup. Next week's live, we're going to talk about toxicity, toxic pet products hiding in the home, and some things that you want to get rid of ASAP. So stay tuned on that one. So until next time, give your pup some extra love from me. And remember to go out and create something magnificent with your pup. Ciao for now. I will see you on the next live. Bye. Ciao, ciao.